Good morning, friends. This is time for the trade plan for 12th of October 2021. Now, this is the chart of the S&P 500. Yesterday, S&P 500 opened higher and then finally closed at the lowest point of the day. I would think that there is still hope that recent lows will survive and S&P 500 can go back up for people who like to look at trend lines. This is the kind of trend line you can make on the S&P 500, and once we cross beyond this trend line we should see upside. Now the Nifty yesterday towards the close gave up gains and basically closed back below 18,000. Now this morning the SGX is showing a 100-point type of gap down. I would think that you still want to buy in this 840, 17,840 type of zone, uh, because this still remains a strong support, and overall you have the market which is extremely positive. So that way, buying the dips has worked, but what you want to do is wait for consolidation at this 840, 850 type of zone and then buy as the market uh, you know shows support at lower levels. Similarly, on the Nifty Bank, again you can find a decent amount of support at 38,100 type of zone. So any sort of declines and then consolidation here should allow you to buy into the Nifty Bank. The idea for shorting will only come if you start to see price action where this part happens with a gap down, you go up and maybe like at about 7,900 or so you start to decline and break through the morning low. Unless this happens, I would think that this sort of a gap down at some point, maybe not in the morning, at some point needs to be bought. Yes, FI figures, etc., are negative, but the point here is that the markets are showing a extraordinary amount of strength, and really the idea for shorting is only below 17,800. Above that, there is no question of shorting. On the Bank Nifty, um, the thought of shorting should cross your mind only below 37,900, 38,000. Till that time, this is a buy on dip type of market. So that should be it. And uh, if you want uh, some sort of a stock, uh, let me show you a pattern on the State Bank stock, where you can see This is a resistance where at 470 the stock has gone and come back several times. Now, if we start to cross this 470, you will see a further upside, towards, I would think, 530, 540. Similarly, we had given swing calls yesterday on MCX. This did extremely well and was up about 6-7% at some point. You have Canfin Home, even here, this was up throughout the day. And finally, Bata. Bata stock also was up 2% during the day, although these are swing calls and need to be held for a bit. So that should be it. Take care, trade well, and please consult your financial advisor.